So let's take a look at this. I've added a little enhanced function. I've given the function this called where they play in a given year. What that's made me do is just expand the filter a little bit. That's all it's really doing. So these were these first three lists I pulled at the beginning. I pulled the list of home games and I pulled the list of home field because I want to create a menu or an output where you can call any team and any year, and it will tell you the name, the year that you picked, and then where they played, how many home games they played there, and what rank they finished. And I want also to give me an answer and tell me if I've picked a team that didn't exist. So if I pick the Boston Bean Eaters for 1974, the Boston Bean Eaters were long gone by 74. So it will tell me, no, there's no record for that team. So that's what I wanted, and I've already got most of that written. I did have to add some team names here, or I mean some filters, blank lists here, rather. Forgive me. Some blank lists had to go in here. I needed the home games filter and the home field filter and the team name for where they play and the year they finish for where they play. And all of these pieces of information I had to create as global variables up here. You'll see I use them later on. How did I set them up? It goes down into here. Where is this? Runs the where they play filter. And so what happens here is this where they play team name drop down is right here. As soon as I pick anything, as soon as I use the drop down, it senses any changes. Whatever I pick gets dropped in this team name WTP. And then choose your year. As soon as it senses a change, it says year finished WTP gets the value that I pull out of year. So this gets placed in this variable, this gets placed in this variable. And then when I click this button go, and it senses a click, it fires the where they play function. I'll show you the function in a minute. Passing in two parameters. The team name WTP goes right there, and the team year finish WTP goes right there. And that's where it goes. Now, it goes down to here. This is the function that it goes to. And the team name gets passed in here, and the year that I pick gets passed in here. And those two variables get passed right into here. And then I clear out my lists, because remember, you always have to clear out your list that you're going to use. And then it runs a loop throughout the entire 2,500 lines of the database. And it actually, and I'm going to get rid of this in a minute. I'm actually going to get rid of it now because you really don't need it. I'm going to put all of that in, and I put in, when it finds the match of the year and the year and the team name, right here is where it finds the match. If the year that I passed in matches the year at I, and the team name matches the team name. So if I pull a 1986, it will find all the 1986 teams, and then it will, in that little list, check the team name, match them both. Once I do that, I will. It will then shove the team name in this team WTP, the rank that they finished in this rank finish variable. It'll tell me that it has a record, which I'll need in a minute. It'll put in the home games filtered. It'll put in that, populate that list with 1. That's that variable you saw me declare up at the top. It'll populate that list with 1. Populate the field with 1. And then I set this mega readout right here. And it's complicated to read. It looks like I really blocked the heck out of this. The simple fact is I wrote this in text. It looks more complicated in blocks than it does in text. I simply concatenated a beautiful thing. I said, I set text for where play output, which is this block right here. And I said the team :space, and then put in the team that I picked. That I put right here, team WTP. And then put in a line break. Then the year and a space. And then put in the year that I passed in. That's where I'm pulling from the parameter, right? And then a line space where they played, and then the home field filter. That is that variable I set up here that I then fill right in here in line 198. And then the number of games they played there, home games filtered. I cleared the list here, and then I took whatever was home games on the list at that line, and I put it in home games filtered. And I print that out here, et cetera, et cetera. You can look all the way down through here, how they finished. Rank finish. I have them just print that out. So I cleared, I didn't need to clear rank finish, but rank finish is going here. I probably should clear rank finish, so I'll do that right now. I'll put in rank finish so it never gets accidentally tagged. So it gets cleared, and then rank finish gets filled again. Once I run that entire list, it will print out what I needed to print out. It's having a little bit of a lag time today, but here we go. I will run it. I will choose my team. I'll go with the Boston Red Sox, and I will pick 1917. This is such a banner year for those guys. And the Boston Red Sox finished in second place. They played in Fenway Park, the original Fenway Park, and they played 80 home games there because back then, which is interesting because they didn't always balance them off back then. So that's how the app works. And I will show you that. And you, of course, have a copy of that as well. Thanks so much.